Hello and welcome back. Today I would like to talk about your top 10 everyday happiness list and why I believe it's really important to have one. One of the easiest ways to bring small sparks of joy into my life was by creating my top 10 everyday things that made me happy list. This list consists of 10 things that make me so happy that I can do every single day or almost every day. In the book Solve for Happy, the author, Mo Gawdat, asks you to sit and think about the things in your life that make you truly happy. He asks you to sit down and actually write every single one of them. Even the teeniest, tiniest little things that bring a smile to your face, he asks you to write them down in a list. So I thought I'd give it a go. Why not? I had nothing to lose. So as he suggested, I got myself a coffee, I sat down and I made my list. I decided after I sat there for a while that I would make this list over a week. So I kept a notepad and a pen with me and I wrote down everything that made me smile. I wrote down all the things that made me smile on my day-to-day, every single day, and my mind was blown with how much I had to write down. As I read and reread this list, I just couldn't stop smiling. There were so many things in my life that I actually truly enjoyed that I just let go by day because they were the mundane, they were the norm, and I'd stopped recognizing them as things that I truly enjoyed. This really made me sit up and take note of actually how many amazing things were happening in my every single day normal life that I absolutely loved. Before I wrote this list, I would constantly be thinking of what I need to do next, where I need to be, what needs to be sorted, what chore needed to be done, what work needed to be done. I never actually allowed myself to enjoy any of the things anymore. I honestly think that's part of becoming an adult because life just goes by so quickly and we have so much to do that we never really stop and take notice of the actual things that make us smile anymore. We're so stressed with getting everything done that we forget to stop and actually look around us and realise how many amazing things we have every single day that make us smile. We're always wanting more, we're always wanting better. Well, what about what we've already got? Like I said, this really made me sit up and realise exactly what I had in my life. I had so much that made me happy that I couldn't stop smiling for hours. It was a real turning point for me. And it was at this point that I was going to take Mo's advice and just start enjoying the things I've already got in my life. After I'd got over the shock of how many things were on my list, I actually sat and figured out which were my absolute top 10. I got a new sheet of paper, I wrote down these top 10, and I made a vow to myself that I was going to do these top 10 every day or almost every single day of my life. Because these things truly made me happy, and I needed to notice them. And I needed to have them in my world and in my day-to-day life. Or I already had them in my day-to-day life. I just needed to acknowledge the fact that I had them. One of my absolute top favourite things is my coffee. I love my coffee. I absolutely love sitting and enjoying my favourite cup of coffee in one of my favourite mugs. And every day when it comes to my coffee time, I actually sit and enjoy it. I don't worry about what needs to be done, what I need to do next. I just sit and enjoy every single sip. This just makes me feel so good and so calm and so happy. And then when I've finished, I go on to do my next task and I just feel so much calmer and happier because I've actually taken those few minutes to actually enjoy something I truly love. Now, if we started doing that throughout our days, don't you think life would just be so much better? I have my top 10 on my phone, on my notes, so whenever I'm having one of those days, I just decide to look at it and think, right, there's my top 10, I must do one of them. And it always makes me feel so much better. I'm a huge believer in we cannot pour from an empty cup. And if we have no happiness to give, how are we going to give it? Happiness creates happiness. So the more you give it to yourself, the more you can give it to others. Refill your cup and spread the love. We don't expect our cars to run on empty, so why should we run on empty? If you take anything from my videos, please try this one. It is a game changer. What have you really got to lose? Write your list and smile, because you're worth it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.